Delta State government has called for an investigation into the alleged killing of a 28-year-old man, Joseph Pessu, by a military officer enforcing the stay-at-home order. Now, for more on this, I have joining me Commissioner for Information, Delta State, Charles Aniagwu. Thank you very much for your time on TVC News. So let's briefly understand this issue now. Clarify for us the incident which went viral online and what has been done to investigate the matter.
Well, thanks for having me and good evening, viewer. Let me tell you that it's one unfortunate incident where a military personnel was involved in the killing of a young man. It happened 2 days ago, and we have ordered investigation into that particular incident. And I'm also happy to report that the military authorities are also investigating this particular incident. It was reported that the young man was asked to stop. He was driving an unmarked car. The plate number was covered, and then also has a tinted glass. So the military personnel claimed they were not too sure who was driving, and when he was flagged down, he refused to stop. They shot at his tires, but he still continued. But along the line, maybe the investigation will reveal the other issues that happened. But thereafter, the government sent a high-powered delegation to the parents, and they were trying to see how, as much as possible, we can deal with that, even as the investigation is on. But let me tell you that there are some mischief makers who wanted to take advantage of that particular ugly incident, and then they went about posting some very fake videos on the internet, videos of events that happened outside the shores of Nigeria, videos of events that happened long before now in our state, and then painted a picture of a crisis in our commercial nerve center in Warri. And we issued a statement that those videos that were circulated were fake, and we see that those videos still remain fake. And also, there was also another video by 2 soldiers, and we said that that cannot be a representative of the views of the military, because those soldiers were threatening to cause some mayhem, particularly on our women and ladies. And we said the military is very disciplined to deploy such kind of person. And we stand by that statement. Thank God we have been vindicated by the military, because they have gone ahead to arrest this particular individual who posted that that particular video in Lagos. And we insist that the videos that individuals posted and circulated in the social media painting a picture of war between military men and our brothers and sisters in Warri, they remain fake. They did not happen this time around in Warri. And so for those who have gone to the social media and other places trying to paint picture, that why should we say it's fake? They thought that they would paint those pictures and cause trouble in our state. But our people are with our government, and they've realized that indeed that those pictures are fake. But at the issue of the military, that is not the representation of the military. And we insist that that is not the position of the military, which is why these persons have been arrested. But we have gone ahead with the implementation of the lockdown. Our people are cooperating with us. We are still pleading with them that it's important for them to continue to give that cooperation, because we are convinced that after about 2 weeks of stay at home, that it will be much better for us to have a COVID-free Delta State. As we speak today, there is no incident of COVID-19 in Delta, and we pray and hope that it remains so. And if they cooperate with us, the incidence of spread will not come up.
Now, yes, you said that the state is on lockdown, but there isn't, surprisingly, any case of COVID-19. In as much as you're trying to prevent any likeliable spread, what is the level of compliance in this directive of a lockdown in the state?
Let me tell you why we have to lock down even when we don't have COVID-19. We don't want to wait for it to come. We know that it's hurting our economy. But one thing you are sure of is that by the grace of God, we have the capacity to wake up our economy. But we don't have the strength and the know-how to wake up a dead man. We don't want our people to die first before we take that decision. It's a precautionary measure that we have taken. We are giving God the glory that today we don't have any case of COVID-19. And our people understand with us. If you go through the streets of Asaba, go through the streets of Warri, you will see that the people are cooperating. Yes, Jesus Christ had 12 disciples, and among which you have Judas. It's expected that once in a while you have some individuals who may have to either come out when they are not supposed to. There are exemptions. Those who are also allowed to ply the streets, medical personnel, security officials, those who are involved in food sale of food and all that. So when you see this number of persons, then you begin to say, people are still on the streets. We didn't say that those class of people cannot come out on the streets, but that other individuals should please stay at home, because COVID-19 does not have leg for it to move. It is when individuals move that it moves. And in that state, we don't want it to move at all. That if in the event that it comes in, by the grace of God, we'll be able to isolate such individual, treat that individual, because as I speak to you, we have been able to build and equip 4 isolation centers, 2 in Asaba, 1 in Ogara, and another one in Warri. The essence is that we want it to be closer to our people. But we are not looking forward to using it even as much as we have equipped these centers. We are praying that God keeps our state to remain where we are, so that we don't have to go through the stress of having to manage COVID-19. We are seeing what is happening in developed land.
We cannot go further in this
and all that.
Conversation. We appreciate all you've said on the news at this time.